Besties, welcome back to another Create Sim video. So this is literally what I'm doing recently. I'm well aware of that, but you know what? I love making Sims and pretty people, so it's not my fault. So today we are going to be doing a challenge that is kind of popular on TikTok. Well, kind of very popular on TikTok, on Sims TikTok, which is 8 Sims, 1 base, or 1 base, 8 Sims. I don't know. Basically, what you do is you have a base Sim, and then you make 8 different Sims using that base, and you don't change any of the features. And it's a really fun challenge. I don't know why this is only just happening, because I feel like this is such a great idea, and I'd never seen it done before. So I thought, you know what, instead of a TikTok, we'll do as a video. So this took me 3.5 hours to make all of these different Sims. I don't know how. I was kind of making them like randomly, like I'd make 1 Sim one day, you know, and it's all just added up, and now it's 3.5 hours, and this is a very long video because of that. I'm very sorry about that. It literally is sped up to 1,300%, and it is still this long because of how long it takes me to make Sims. I didn't even have to make the base, but yeah, so I basically created the base Sim, and I made 8 different versions. I hope you get what I mean when I say that, by the way, but like, yeah, it's a really popular trend on TikTok right now, and I thought it's really cool, and I've been wanting to for ages, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do it. So we are starting off with this Sim. I don't know what I'm gonna call them. I think I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because it's like the only way I can really like label them. I don't have any names for each one. So this is number 1. It's giving Stranger Things. And this Sim I went for, basically I wanted to go for completely different vibes for each Sim, because I wanted to make them look as different as possible, but whilst using the same base, because that's kind of the point of this, is try and make very different Sims but using just the one face. And it was really fun to do. I actually loved doing this so much. If you guys like this, I'll definitely do another one, because I really had a lot of fun doing this. It's got me out of my comfort zone a lot. So this first Sim, I went for kind of a hip-hop vibe. That was kind of what I was trying to go for. I feel like she definitely is a dancer. She loves to, you know, dance. I don't know what else people do, but she loves music and stuff like that, and she goes to the club and she dances with all her friends, and she's got all these like cool group of people that she's BFFs with, and I really like that for her. So yeah, that's kind of what I went for this first Sim. I don't really, like I said, I don't really have like a massive amount of ideas for all the other Sims, as in like I didn't really come up with like a backstory for any of them, because like I just don't have that kind of creativity for 8 different Sims, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they definitely all look very different. At the end I've got like some screenshots of all of them at the same angle, so you guys can see that they're all the same face, but they all just look so incredibly different. And it was, like I said, it was really fun to do. The thumbnail was a pain in the buttocks. It took me so long. Could not figure it out for the life of me, because why the hell, who thought that putting 8 Sims on one thumbnail was a good idea? Not me, apparently, because I'm an idiot, and I thought, yeah, you're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. It's so fun. It's so fun. It's not fun. It's really annoying. But yeah, so also I kind of low-key still have COVID, so yeah, sorry if my voice sounds really crap again. That's not my fault. But yeah, so for the second Sim, I basically went a very different route. So I knew that I wanted to make at least one Sim that was using like a fantasy skin tone, I guess is the best way of describing it. So I went for a green skin tone for this Sim, and I kind of made her, she gives me like Pinhead vibes, if you know who Pinhead is from Hellraiser, and that's kind of the vibe that she gives me. She's got like these spider kind of, like, I don't even know what they're called, like spider poison thingies on her, and she has like a third eye. She's got like really black eyes, and she just is really cool. She's got a shaved head, and yeah, I absolutely love her. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I don't know which one's my favorite. I think number 6. I think it's number 6. I don't even know. You know what? I'm really bad at memory things, so sorry about that. But yeah, this Sim, I just went completely opposite for all the other Sims, and I just took this like evil villain in like a really cool like 80s horror movie. Basically just Hellraiser. What can I say? My bad, guys. Did not mean to do that, but it's all happened. I also, for these Sims, I wanted to go for as many different skin details as possible to like kind of mix them up and make them look as different as possible, because obviously the whole point is to make them look different, and if I use the same skin details for all of them, they would kind of look a little bit more similar. So I went for different skin details, so to make them a little bit like more different, I tried to use as many different eye colors as possible, and just kind of try to make as many different types of Sims as possible. I feel like maybe some of them overlapped a little bit, but I try my best anyways. I also had another rule, which was that I can move eyebrows, because a lot of eyebrows sit differently to others, if that makes sense. So like sometimes eyebrows will sit very high up, and I don't want that, so I did move around the eyebrows a little bit, but like that's the only thing I actually did change. And obviously, like I said, eye color and skin details and whatever, but aside from that, everything is the same, body type, everything. So yeah, so for this third Sim, I wanted to go for fashionista. So I feel like she's definitely the most fashionable out of all of them, or in like a high fashion kind of vibes. I feel like she lives in Paris, and maybe that's just because of the beret, but you know, I'm really small like that. And she's like a university or something in France, and she goes to fashion school, and she's just really cool, you know, and I feel like she kind of low-key is a real sod, but like we kind of love her for that, you know. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to go for this Sim. I felt like I said, she's definitely the most fashionable. I just wanted to go for quite like a feminine sort of like skirt and, you know, kind of moment. And if it's something I don't normally do on Sims, I tend to go for a lot more of a darker aesthetic. So this kind of aesthetic is really hard for me to do. That's why I used a full body outfit, because I could not for the life of me do like actual styling when it comes to this. Like this sim actually took me the longest out of all of them, purely because I could not figure out the outfit and like the hair and stuff, just not happening. I'm not meant for high fashion. It is not where I thrive. So it was quite the struggle, but I think that she turned out really cool in the end nonetheless. So this is number 3. Like I said, I'm not smart enough to come with 8 different names for these sims, so you're just gonna have to deal with the numbers, darling. It's not my fault. It's given Umbrella Academy, but I do not care. It's a great show, so who really cares, you know? Anyways, so yeah, so for number 4 we are on to now. I again took a completely different turn. Like I said, I did just try to make each sim as different as possible, different aesthetics. So for number 4, I went for a kind of like skatery vibe, I guess is the best way of describing it. Quite like masculine sort of energy and just really cool. I feel like, I don't know, these sims do all look really different. I find it really cool doing this. It's definitely like a really cool challenge, and I definitely recommend you guys do it. Obviously it's not my challenge, someone on TikTok made it, but it is really fun. And honestly, like I said, I don't know why this trend, it hasn't been a thing before, because I know there's like, you can do kind of like sim shell challenges, which is like where someone uploads like one sim and then other people have to like make the sim. It's like, you know, like a normal shell challenge, like a build one, but they do with sims. Like that's such a cool concept, and I feel like this is also like very similar to that, but just like, I don't know, it's really interesting. The actual base, I've got to kind of mention, I tried to go for sort of a sim that is very similar to my normal style, because I didn't want to make a sim that was too, like, I wanted to go with a very stereotypical my sim, you know what I mean? Like this sim is the epitome of my style, of my sim style, so I feel like that made it just a lot more fun to see how different I could make the sims when they literally, she just looks like one of my normal sims, you know what I mean? So I did try my best to make them as different as possible. As I keep saying, sorry, honestly doing a 60-minute voiceover is stressful. I do not know what to say. It is such a long time, and I've also got a headache, which just makes it a lot worse. But yeah, so I also, oh my god, I was gonna do a CC list for these sims. Like I was genuinely prepared to do a CC list, and then I want to post a video today, and I simply do not have it in me to do a CC list for 8 sims right now, because I use so much custom content, I use so many accessories, so many skin details. I just don't have it in me, not in the slightest. So if you want any of the CC in particular, like if there's any specific item, I'll try my best to find it if you leave a comment. But like the best thing for you to do is literally just like slow down the video, like go on YouTube, you can press the little, you know, thing and just make the playback speed lower, and then just look and like pause when it gets to the item that you want. And normally like the thumbnails for the CC tend to have the name or like somewhat of the creator on there. So if you can see that, that would be better, because honestly I'm too lazy to look for every piece of CC that I have. But if you definitely can't find it and you've tried to look, then I will go ahead and try and find it for you guys. But yeah, so with number 4, I went for a really laid back vibe for her. She has like this cute bag. I went for kind of also different color schemes for each of these sims, because I figured it kind of made it a little bit more fun. So like number 1 has kind of just like a lot of black that she's wearing. Number 2 is obviously green. Number 3 is also kind of green. Number 4 is more yellow. Number 5 is more pink, and number 6 is more orange and black. Number 7 is completely grey, and number 8 is a like purple and kind of yellow mix. So yeah, so for number 5, this is, oh my god, I feel like it's going really fast, but yeah, for number 5 I went for a very cutesy vibe. I realized I had not done that yet. I realized I've gone for very like all my stereotypical aesthetics and not gone for the like kind of more preppy, not preppy, but like kind of like cottagecore vibes that I feel like she kind of gives off. I absolutely adore this hair, and I feel like she's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, all of these sims are gorgeous, maybe not the second one. Maybe not the second one, she kind of low-key scares me, but other than that, I love all of them. Just the, you know, very terrifying green villain sim is a little bit scary, but you know, oh my god, see, it's really annoying because I low-key wish I could have made some of these sims into occults, because I kind of imagine the green sim to be an alien and the 7th sim to be a vampire, but obviously you can't like just make sims into occults unless I went into game, and I just don't have that much energy. I really don't have it in me to do all that, so I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So just imagine that they're occults, all right? Just imagine. But yeah, so for number 5, I went for a pink aesthetic. She has really cool brown hair. She has this kind of like really cute overall moment going on, you know, it's like pink and like it's got some brown. It's really adorable. I absolutely love this color scheme. Like I said, I just wanted to try to go for many different colors and many different aesthetics I just don't normally go for, because I do tend to stick in my box of sims, and I feel like this is like the best place, the best kind of way to go out of my comfort zone is when I'm making this many different sims, because if I made each sim like my aesthetic, looks that I normally go for, they would all look kind of similar. Obviously they all look similar, they've literally got the same face, but you know what I mean, like, but this this way is a little bit more interesting. But yeah, so with the number 6 is 100% my favorite. I realized that, yeah, definitely my favorite. Number 6 is gorgeous. I am literally in love with this sim, probably one of my new favorite sims ever. I feel like the face, like the facial features really fits well for this sim, if that makes any sense, like the most. And I just absolutely love how she turned out. I feel like she's absolutely gorgeous and she's definitely my favorite. So I gave her heterochromia, and like right at the end, I wasn't even planning, like I didn't even give it her till the end. But for this sim, I went for a really my stereotypical style. I know I said I didn't want to do it, but at least for one of the sims, I felt like it was fair, you know, if I at least for the one went for a bit more of a style that I'm comfortable with. So I went with a sort of, I don't know what you call this. It's sort of like, I guess like kind of like e-girl slash, it's not emo, it's like alternative, an old style. It's not like too, you know, it ain't goth, but it's kind of a darker vibe. And I gave it like loads of tattoos. I was gonna give her face tattoos, but I realized that number 4, I actually gave face tattoos too, because obviously I've been making these sims over the past few days, so I haven't been like making them all at once. Otherwise that would have been impossible. I'd have been sat there for 3.5 hours making literally the same face, like making the same sim over and over again. That would kill me. Hopefully this does not burn me out, because I know that that can happen when I make so many sims. But you know what, I just love making sims so much. Like I know that I should like post other things, but you guys seem to like them and I just absolutely love them. I find them really fun to make. Plus I always find that like when I find someone's like new channel, if I find a YouTube channel that like I've never watched before, if all they've got is like let's plays, I have to go from the start, and that's just so much effort. Whereas like a creator sim, you can kind of get to know someone with just like someone voicing over, you know, you can kind of get to know me if this is your first video you've ever watched, so you don't have to go through like a whole series to kind of understand who I am. But yeah, so for her, like I said, I just absolutely love her. The outfit is splendid. It is so like the kind of vibe I normally go for my sims, but I do not care. I do not care, darling. I absolutely love it so much. And yeah, she's like covered in tattoos. Oh my god, it's peed me off so much, because I did not realize until I started making the first sim that the base, the nose, because I used a nose preset, it does not fit nose piercings. So this whole flipping time, I wanted to give like pretty much like so many of them bloody nose piercings, and I could only give them septums because all the others like didn't work with the nose, which is so infuriating, because I feel like I would have totally given the last sim like loads of like piercings, but I could only give her one measly piercing. It was so upsetting. I hated it so much. I wish I'd have checked beforehand, but I didn't even think to check. Like that doesn't seem like something I would do, you know what I mean? I'm not that smart. So yeah, for number 7 now, oh my god, we're nearly at the end. I went for this kind of ghostly vampire woman. I would like her to be a vampire, but like I said, I wasn't too lazy to go into games. So you just gotta imagine, you gotta really envision that she's a vampire, okay? If you don't have vampires, then here you go. You've got a vampire without it being a vampire. So I went for this like really long, straight kind of hair, because I just felt like that really fit her. I kind of wanted her to look like really just monochrome, so I went for completely grey and just gave her black around for her eyebrows, but the rest is literally completely grey. I gave her this incredible dress. Like I said, I feel like she belongs in like some sort of like ghost horror film, and she's like the main one, you know? I love that, and I really love how she turned out. I think she's so cool. I gave her this like really cool head crown kind of thing. I don't even know what it is. It's like a headpiece. I use it a lot on like I like fantasy sims, but it's really cute and I just love it so much. I feel like it makes her look so good, and I just absolutely love how she turned out. Like she looks really ghostly and like so different from like the last sim, for example. So I was really happy with how she turned out, and I feel like the monochrome vibes is just absolutely perfect for her. I feel like I definitely got better as it went along, which you always love to see, you know? I feel like that's the thing with my sim style, is that I literally change it up like every single day. Like every time I make a sim, the next sim is always a little bit different. Even though you might not see that, for me, I can tell that like some sims are better than others in terms of certain things. So I absolutely love how the last few sims turned out. So yeah, this is the final sim now. I only made her literally today. So yes, I can actually remember what I did for this sim. You guys proud of me? So I wanted to go for a kind of summery vibe for her. So I went for, originally I was kind of going for like more of like a very feminine, like pink kind of vibe. But I ended up swapping her out because I really wanted a sim with dyed hair, and I realized I hadn't done that yet. Like literally, I gave 2 of the sims black hair, 1 brown hair, 1 was bald, 1 had blonde hair, 1 had red hair, 1 had grey hair, and then this sim has purple hair, because I absolutely love dyed hair so much, and the fact that I only done it once is absolutely shocking to me. I kind of just forgotten that like dyed hair exists. My bad. I think it's just because the EA swatches for like dyed hair is just really ugly. I just hate how they look, so I don't tend to do them unless they have like a nice swatch like this hair does. But it's such a cute hair. I just gave her like this like really cute updo purple hair, and then I just gave her this really simple outfit with this like little green t-shirt and then some shorts. I didn't want to go too crazy for her because I feel like I've gone kind of wild with the last couple, so I wanted to give her kind of like an everyday aesthetic that like someone someone actually might wear, and not like a grey ghost, you know? Not like someone you're actually going to see every day, and not literally a grey dead ghost. So that's always fun, kind of fresh, kind of funky like that. But yeah, I absolutely love how all these Sims turned out. Let me know what you guys think of each one in the comments below. Sorry, this voiceover is cut a bit short. I honestly have nothing else to talk about. Like, I literally, I do not know what else to talk about. I'm not meant for a 60-minute voiceover. What can I say? But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Let me know which one your favorite is in the comments below. Again, let me know if you have any CC that you specifically want, and I'll try and find it if I can. At the very end, there will be some screenshots of all the different Sims, so you can see them like next to one another, so you can see that they are all the same face and how crazy different they all look, because that kind of shocked me, to be honest. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and to everyone, and I'll see you guys in the video. I love you guys. Goodbye. I'd love to know how many people actually listen to that. I'm so sorry if you do.